of all, always I print on paper, no, because normally they send me the script to the mobile. Some people they use the iPad or computer. Me, I'm very analogic. So first of all, I print the script. Also, I print before coming. I also print, and then I start to mark scene by scene, and then I go to write each scene on paper, and I mark the intensity, the pause, the silence, the speed, the power I need to focus on each word. And then after all, it's a study, really study. So your lines is not an impro. You can do an impro, and also you can find a way. Also sometimes even on set, but most you follow the script how it is. And then it's really important that you memorize the script. You really need to work hours and hours and hours just the processing of memorizing the words. No? When you have memorized the words, then you can acting. You cannot acting if you are remembering. And when so they are really settled down, you can play on the acting, not on the remembering. So for acting is the same. When you have your lines, you can flow with the director's marks. You can flow with the other actors or extras crossing here, because in a scene they give you a lot of information, you know, so it's like your brain is like activating all the areas and full busy, you know. So if you are not very strong on your lines, you will suffer a lot, because you will not be able to follow. You need to stop there because there is one camera there, so it's a lot of stuff in your brain to deliver, you know. So that's why it's really important the lines, they are really set up. And also when the lines are really set up, you can follow director instructions very fluently, because sometimes until you don't shoot, also director, he know what he want, of course, but until he don't shoot, he don't see also the real frame and the other actors, secondary actors, main actors, extras, how they move all together, right? So he will change your tone. No, I want you more anxious, I want you more nervous, I want you more confused, I want you more proud. So then you need to really be able to follow all this stuff in your brain and to deliver it properly, you know, to the camera, no? That's why it's really important, and it's a lot of hours and a lot of coffees, and yes, to be here, no, and yes, actually it's hard. For me, it's hard to memorize. I don't like it.
So, what is for you the most difficult things in acting? And can you compare shooting in your country and in China? What is difference like between
well, in my country is my own language, so that makes things. Yes, sometimes there is one point like I can understand director even if he don't talk in English. I know what he want, because I already studied this scene so much, so I can imagine on the way he showed me, feel him,
what he want.
Okay, the translator can translate, but I already get him, you know. So yeah, it's not easy to shoot in another country for an actor
without languages.
Yeah, the language and also many culture, also things in set, you know. There is different culture, so the way you have the hierarchies, the way they treat you, you treat them, how all these people is moving all together is different than in Spain, than in Russia, and than in China. Also, how we interact, no, as an actor. Like I shooting with actors from Russia, from Spain, from Germany, from China. So all we have different backgrounds. So one thing what for me can be normal, like a colleague, for another actor it's not normal, you know. So it can create tension, or opposite. It can create like, wow, nice, no? We are learning together new things. So wow, it's nice, you know. So it's always yin yang, no? So we just try our best to make the flow and try to go through the obstacles, you know, because the goal is to make good scene, and so everybody need to do his job as a team, you know. So it's really a team job, you know. of course, respectful from the others they are working with me, because without them I am not, and without me they are not. So we are all together. So everybody is so important, you know? From the extras, from the secondary actors, from the main actors, from the directors, from the people driving the trucks, the cars, the food. So without all of us, we don't make nothing, you know? So it's really important also to keep this on set and to behavior like that, because otherwise, I don't think it's gonna be a good ending shooting, like final product as a movie, you know, because it's really important. All works together, you know. For me as an actor also, but for the director too, you know. If I don't do good my job, the director can put a lot of effort, but or the extra, if they don't do the job, also we can create a nice scene, but then whatever, you know, someone is not doing the right job, or the makeup, or the clothes, or even the food, you know, if they don't take us good care of cooking decent food and good food, also we will suffer on that. So everybody is important, you know, even the driver who take us to set, to don't drive like this and arrive to set already tired, that drive smoothly, so they know that. So that's what is good to work with crews that they are professional, because they know that. So everybody know their job, so everybody join the effort to get to the goal, you know? And this, when this happens, it's beautiful.
So acting, actually it's not easy, right? But what give you the purpose and motivation to do your job?
No, for me acting, there is talent. There is a talent, natural talent. So it's like any other kind of art, or even other fields in life. There is a talent, something like it's easy for you, it naturally comes. Second is a lot of work and study, you know? You need to study, you know, you need a technique, you know. It's like you need a technique to play football, right? Like Messi is the best, no, from football players, right? So he have this talent, but he work every day 5 hours with the other colleagues and scoring like a penalty 50 times a day, you know. So he need practice, he need technique, he need to if I can put it in percentage, but yes, let's say his talent is sometimes his things like can't be combined, you know. Some people, they don't have so much talent, but they have a lot of work, so they study a lot and they rehearse a lot, so they balance little talent with a lot of work, so at the end they deliver something. Like some other people, they are so talented that maybe they need to work little, but if these people is talent and they work, then is when it's compound, you know. When the three things comes together, like the talent, the work and the technique, so then we are getting good, you know, because then yes, it's the three things join